Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you are doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this company right here, Yieldnodes. Okay, so I'm going to review Yieldnodes. I'm going to give you the full breakdown. Maybe you came across this opportunity and you're like, is this a good way for me to make money? You know, getting into the whole crypto craze. And let's kind of break this all down, and I'll kind of go through it with you and let you know exactly whether this is a good opportunity to invest in or not. Okay, so the first thing that you need to understand about Yieldnodes is this is an investment. All right, so please don't get into this if you can't even put food on the table, because with a lot of investments, especially in the crypto space, they are an investment, right? So they're a medium to long-term investment. Your money will be locked up for a period of time. So if you're thinking that you're going to get rich tomorrow, then you definitely don't want to be investing in things like this, because again, it's an investment. All right, so you're going to have to put in a little bit of money, and it will be tied up for a little while. Now, the way that Yieldnodes works is you can invest at the starting of 500 euros, because they are a European company, all right? They're based out in Malta. And the interesting thing about Yieldnodes is that they are not a trading company, all right? So they don't trade crypto, and they don't do mining. They do what's called masternoding, which is very, very interesting. The way that masternoding works is basically it is a technology that relies on proof of stake. Okay, so it allows other coins to function within the crypto sphere. And the way that it actually works is these guys are basically providing technology and servers to allow this masternoding to happen, to allow proof of stake to happen. And because it requires a certain amount of technology and server space, they actually get rewarded, in terms of coins and money. That's kind of how it works. So this is kind of like a server rental business. Okay, so that's the way that you need to look at it. So it's very interesting because obviously the crypto space is huge, and there are hundreds and hundreds of coins, new coins always being created. So what the Yieldnode team does is they use their expertise to find the right coins. They create master nodes and proof of stake, and basically to do that, they need to rent out servers and increase their server size and rent out their technology to these coins in order to bring in these higher rewards. That's kind of how it works. And then as they grow their business and they grow their rental server business in the crypto space, they allow investors like you and me, normal everyday people, to put in their own money so that they can expand their business. And as they make profits, they put a certain amount of profits aside for their customers and investors, again, you and me, right? And then they pay you out that profit based on how much you invested every single month, right? So that's kind of how it works in a nutshell, okay? So the thing that I like about Yieldnodes is, again, you're not trading cryptocurrency. This is not one of those things where you lock in money and they guarantee you ROI every single month. They are very upfront. They say that, look, this is a high risk investment. If you invest in masternodes, if you invest in Yieldnodes, you're not guaranteed of any income. You're not even guaranteed your capital back or anything like that. So just understand that it's a very, very high risk investment. But having said that, Yieldnodes has been around, since 2019, if I'm not mistaken, so 2 to 3 years at the time of recording this particular video, right? And every single month, they aim to give their investors back about 10% on their capital, which is really big if you think about it, right? So 10% return, I mean, if you multiply that by 12 months, that's 120% a year. Think of the investments all over the world. Any type of investment, whether it's real estate or stocks and funds, mutual funds, ETFs, there is nothing out there that will give you 120% return year on year. That is crazy stuff, okay? So again, the fact that they can do that is pretty impressive, and it has gone down, okay? So over the last 6 months, they haven't been giving 10%. They've been averaging about 5%, but that's still really good considering the crypto market, at the time of recording this video, took a huge hit. Okay, so the crypto markets are down, but because these guys aren't reliant on trading cryptocurrency, what they do is they again, it's a proof of stake technology rental server kind of model, right? So they're renting out technology and servers. They're not really trading crypto or doing any mining, so it's a little bit different. So even though the crypto markets have crashed, there are still cryptocurrencies that are opening up. There's still coins that need proof of stake, so these guys are continuing to grow. And last month, even though the last few months have been 5%, last month they did over 9% return for their investors, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so I don't know any other investment that's doing that, right? And these guys are super transparent. You know, they just did an audit, and I'm going to log into my account so I can show you exactly you know, how this works, right? So I got in recently, you know, so I haven't been in that long, but I'm always looking for new investments in the technology space, whether it's cryptocurrency or something else. And I've invested in a lot of things, even traditional investments like mutual funds and ETFs. I'm always looking for, again, ways where you can put your money into something and they give you pretty good returns, right? And it's very, very rare to find any solid investment that gives you back, you know, double-digit returns per month. I mean, look, if you put your money in the bank, what's a saving account going to give you, right? It's going to give you 3% a year, 3% per annum. These guys are looking at roughly 5 to 10% per month. So it's a big deal, right? So I've got about 12,000 euros in here. All right. That's about what? That's about what? 15, 16, 17,000 dollars, something like that. I don't know what the conversion rate is. And I haven't been in that long, but I'll show you my. So last month I made about 5.4% because I got in late. Okay, so my profit, you can see that for July, was 653 euros. Not bad, okay? So 5.4%, if I had got in right at the beginning of the month, I would have made that 9% growth, which is awesome. But I'm still happy with 5% because, again, you know, most investments aren't even giving that a year, let alone a month, right? So these guys are pretty freaking awesome, okay? The only thing, so you can see that July profit, 9.2%, that's what they made. That is nuts. So, and if you can get something close to this, you know, between 5 and 10% a month, that's really, really good. And remember, these guys have been around now for almost 3 years, again, at the time of recording this video. So even though the markets are down, these guys are still performing really, really well, which is very, very impressive, okay? Now, the way that it works is, if you do decide to invest your money, there is a lock-in period, because with masternoding, it's not like trading where you can put in money and you can just kind of take it out of the trade whenever you want. Because these guys lock in technology and they rent servers, the masternode needs to be in place. You know, proof of stake, whenever you stake something, there is a specific amount of time that you have to be staked for, right? So if you know anything about cryptocurrency, you can stake your money in Binance and any of the big platforms, and you know, there's a minimum lock-in period. So because these guys are building technology and they're opening up servers for new coins, they require you to lock in your funds for at least 6 months. Okay, that means that you can't touch your funds for 6 months, which is perfectly fine, because remember, again, this is a medium to long-term investment. You're not looking to put in your money and take it out tomorrow. You want to put it in here and let it grow over a period of time, okay? So just understand that 6-month minimum lock-in period, and then after that you can withdraw your funds. And everything that I've seen and all the research that I've done, you know, shows that this company looks very, very good compared to a lot of the other things that I've looked at. And they actually just did an audit, so they're extremely transparent, right? So they just did an audit recently in Malta, and you can see the date here. Now, if you're watching this video might be on YouTube for a very, very long time, okay? So you might be watching this video in, like, you know, 2023, 2027, 2028, whatever. It might be years and years. But just understand that at the time of recording this video, these guys do regular audits. So they do an audit and feasibility check. They did that in 2021. They did an on-site audit in Malta where they invited some random investors within the community, okay, on the 30th of October, and then they just did one in July 2022, which is awesome, right? So they invited 10 random investors. They did, you know, again, you can see it here on their website. Very, very cool, all right? And basically they showed exactly how their operations work. They wanted to show the investors that they have enough funding, which is very, very important, right? Where is the money going? Do they have enough funds if everything was to crash? Are they, you know, over collateralized or not? Okay, and where everything is going, right? And they actually, you know, walked all these people through, and they took pictures, they took videos. Very, very cool. Okay, they've got an actual video here. This is a 2-minute video of them walking through their offices in Malta, showing you their operation and showing you the actual results of the audit, which is really amazing. There's very, very few companies that do this. Most of the time what you'll find online is you'll find these things where it's a crypto deal where you put in, like, you know, whatever, $5,000, and then you're guaranteed ROI every single month. Now these guys don't guarantee anything, okay? They target between 5 and 10% a month, but they don't guarantee it at all. If they don't have a good month, you're not going to get any money, okay? You don't get any returns. So, and they're very upfront with them, and they regularly do meetings, they do regular audits. I mean, this is as transparent as a crypto investment will get. That's what I'm going to say, okay? So I think it's a great investment, to be honest. Again, you know, you can see all the auditors that were invited. Okay, these are all just everyday people like you and me that have been invested in the program. They were picked. They flew over to Malta. They went into their offices, and you can see, you know, these guys have links to their own you know, personal profiles here, which is very, very cool. Again, and I mean, these guys are doing everything that they can to show that they are transparent and that they are the real deal, which is really, really cool, okay? So again, not a guaranteed thing, you know, nothing online is guaranteed, no investments are guaranteed, but what I can say is that for the time that I've been in, and based on the research that I've done, and you know, if you guys have been watching my channel, you know that I review stuff, and I basically look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I put my own money into most things as well, and I see whether it's good based on the research that I've done. And again, look, this is just my opinion. You know, I'm not a professional you know, investor by any means, but I have made a lot of money in cryptocurrency. I've made a lot of money in investments, and based on what I have seen, these guys look pretty legit. Okay, now how long will they be around? We don't know. Even they have said, you know, obviously they want to grow this company as big as possible, and they want to give their investors returns as much as possible, but there will be a certain point where this particular business model might stagnate and they might not be able to give as much return as they are currently. I mean, they've even been transparent to say that. There's very few investments where they will even use verbiage like that. Most scams online will just tell you, oh yeah, we guarantee you, you know, 250% ROI in 3 months. I mean, just crazy, ridiculous numbers, right? These guys don't guarantee any returns. They're very upfront. They do tell you it's high risk, and they do tell you that, look, if you don't have money to invest, then don't even get started in this, okay? So again, look, if you have some extra money on the side, remember, don't mortgage your house to do something like this, right? Don't sell your car to do something like this. This is something where this is an investment. It's a high risk investment, right? If you're okay, you've got a little bit of money on the side. Again, you know, it starts at 500 euros. That's the minimum. It goes up to up all the way to 250,000 euros that you can invest. Remember, there is a 6-month lock-in period, and they are targeting 5 to 10% growth a month. And sometimes, you know, they can do that, and sometimes they can't. But so far, you know, since the inception of this business, they have never gone below 5% return a month, which is pretty amazing considering the state of, you know, not only the cryptocurrency markets, but the world, okay? The stock exchanges, the FTSE 250, everything. I mean, the NASDAQ, everything is down, right? But these guys are just humming along. I mean, 9.2% growth in July is just nuts. If you want to go and check the stock market and on the price of crypto right now, it is down. And the reason why these guys are doing well is because this is not trading. Again, this is a technology server rental master noding business model. It's completely different, okay? Which is why it's so cool. So if you want to check out Yieldnodes, again, just remember this is a high risk thing. Don't sell your house to get into this. If you have some extra money and you don't mind putting it into, you know, a crypto technology infrastructure play, which I think is very cool, then you can click the link below. I'm going to leave you my affiliate link. If you want to go through my affiliate link, completely up to you, okay? I'm just going to leave it there. Again, I'm doing this video not to necessarily, you know, get you to click on my affiliate link, but if you want to give me some credit for it, then, you know, so be it. Very cool, okay? I think this is cool. And I think Yieldnodes is definitely one of the, even though they call it high risk, just everything that I've seen, I think that this is one of the safer long-term, mid to long-term cryptocurrency investments that I've done. And I've done quite a lot. You know, I've been in scams that closed in like 3 weeks, invested over $10,000, and it just disappeared. I think these guys will be around for a while. Okay, they're doing things right. They're very transparent. They do the audits, and they're in a very interesting business model that has nothing to do with mining or trading, which is very cool. Okay, very rare to have this kind of business model in the crypto space. So again, if you want to check it out, you want to put in a bit of money, I'm going to leave you my affiliate link below. Okay, so again, guys, remember that this is an investment. Investments are risky, okay? But if you would also like to learn how I built my income to be able to invest in risky investments like Yieldnodes and other things like cryptocurrency, right? There is a way to do that, right? And you got to have cash flow. That's very, very important, right? If you don't have something that is strong and can bring you cash flow every single month, then you're not going to be able to invest in anything, right? So if you would like to check that out, I've got a 6-figure workshop where I show you exactly how I've been able to generate millions of dollars actually in sales online just using the computer and an internet connection. And that that is 100% legit. That's a real business, okay? That's something that you can drive cash flow with every single month. And if you would like to check that out, that is the second link below this video in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope you enjoyed this review of Yieldnodes. Again, it's got my stamp of approval, but again, use your own discretion because this is an investment and this is your hard-earned money. So use your own discretion, but I think it's a great investment and I hope that it remains around for a very, very long time. All the best to you. Speak soon. Take care.